I saw a post on a Facebook friend's profile. Have I ever had visitation dream? I had I've had two visitations from my father. One in about 1989. It was a waking visitation. I had a manager at Little Caesars who was above me, who short staffed me. I had to make the deposit in the morning. The bank was a little ways away, and she didn't make enough dough the morning before. Happened to be a Sunday. The only time we were busy was when the Lions were winning. Well, bastards have to be winning big. So we get busy as carry out. I was there by myself. My help did not show up, did not answer his phone. Got there about 2 or 3 hours late. Um, and before I had a chance, it was right near Halloween, and usually security came in at Halloween because that's the time that a lot of fast food places get hit by people dressing up or just knowing the money was good. And they found I hadn't taken the deposit, and I could have been fired, but I was given a week off. At that time, I was used to working 89 hours a week. It was very distressing to me. It was early in my recovery. And I was told to go home by my area supervisor and not go into any stores, so it was kind of like unpaid vacation week, which was difficult for me at the time because the way I was working my recovery at the time, I was working all the time. So I got to the intersection near Grand River and Farmington heading home, and I felt some arms grab me in a hug, and my inner voice said, "Don't worry, it'll be all right, son." And I was certain it was my dad. That was kind of freaked me out a little bit, but it was okay. And then about 2 years later, I was going through a difficult time. Um, didn't have a place to stay, and my mom let me stay the night on the couch. And I was an absolute wreck, probably the worst I've ever felt. And so I get on the couch, they give me, I ate and get up the next morning, and I felt totally refreshed. Well, what happened was I had a dream, and I'd been beating myself up, and in my dad came to me in the dream, and in his voice, I know it was his voice and I hadn't heard his voice in 25 years, but I just knew. And he said, "Son, there's nothing wrong with you. You've done nothing wrong. You're a good person. You do right by people. Stop thinking like this. You'll be okay." I woke up the next morning, went down the street and applied for a job and got it. I was so totally refreshed. I felt beaten up, and Next morning, I felt like a completely different person. So I've had this sort of thing happen to me. Um, so only two incidences, but they're probably significant for me at the time because of the things I was going through. The first one, not so serious. The other one was in a pretty desperate situation, and the reassurance I got in that dream or whatever it was enough to help me pick up and keep going. So, uh, yeah, I've had that happen.